second consecutive year. PBA Summer Swing contested here in Oklahoma City, both at Fire Lake Bowling Center in Shawnee and at the Oklahoma's Grand Casino Hotel and Resort in the OKC area. And a good match to open up the Wolf Open. Gomez can expand the lead to 20 pins here, works on a strike, 6th frame. Close match. On the right lane. Finds it.
Andres hasn't missed the pocket. He finally gets dialed in on that right lane, Dave. Talking with his tour reps after the last shot he threw on the left lane, he said he was going to make an adjustment, and it was a good one.
41-year-old, as you see the arsenal for Andres.
Using pitch black. This is what I used on tour back when I started in the 1980s. A urethane bowling ball.
So he's going old school. And it looks pretty good.
Yeah, really good. And he answered the double that Tommy Jones threw in the 5th and 6th frame with a nice 3-bagger of his own. And now that he's lined up on the right lane, this could spell a lot of trouble for Tommy Jones. With the disastrous open in the 1st, then the gutter ball and open in the 4th, Tommy Jones right now has to be telling himself, I have to strike out to win this game.
And that's the way to get there for Tommy Jones. A big key Tommy told us about yesterday in our meetings with him, my balance. Getting himself to the foul line with better balance. As we check the track tech talk on Tommy Jones, let's look a little bit about that balance, Randy, the approach.
Well, it's all about his lower body and using his legs, and we touched on it at the beginning of the show, but it's all set up in the 4th step. See how he collapses that right knee? That helps him get into a straight slide. And watch him power off of that step. And the great knee bend there at the finish.
Left lane, 8th frame. Help on number 10, no. Still stands.
Boy, that was really good and not a very good break for TJ. Watch the head pin come off the sidewall and goes in front of the 10 pin.
Knew how much he needed that. Knew wobble but would not fall. There's the mark. 10 pin down. Tommy told us yesterday he really misses holding that trophy up after a championship. Does have 15 titles, but as you mentioned with him in the pre-match interview, been a long time since he's won stateside. Wants to get back in the winner's circle so badly. It's not easy for a guy like that. Hall of Fame credentials, without question.
He's a shoe-in. Remember, he's got 2 majors to go with the 15 titles, and he really likes the summer swing. He had a lot of success last season here in Oklahoma City. Looked like he got that left to target. And then
he'll take it. He knew it.
He was. I'm not sure he expected that result, but he was pretty happy with it. You can see that's inside of target, well inside of target, and that urethane bowling ball holds its line nicely, but the 6 goes to the wall and does what it's supposed to do.
Andres grew up in Bogota, Colombia. His dad was a big golfer, but at his dad's country club, they had a bowling center, 2 lanes. And his dad would go out and play golf 4 hours around. Andres would bowl 20 games. Other members of the country club wanted him to get off the lanes. He was there for hours. Loved the sport from a time as a little boy growing up. 10 pin.
Nice break on the right lane, followed up by a really good shot on the left, and watch that 6 pin this time. There's your ring of 10, Dave. Andres right now is in the 2 teens. Tommy Jones is at a 187 pace, meaning if he strikes and spares the rest of the game. Missed one of these earlier.
Not this time. Finds the 10, finds the mark. How does his tilt and approach look? I know we broke it down earlier. It's a big part of his improvement.
Much better. His swing's lower, and that was the first sign. But, you know, once his swing came down, it was less steep. Now all of a sudden he had the tricks at the bottom of the swing, at the release point. He could do things with his hand, and that's the real, that's the real big advantage that Andres has out here. He's not a high rep guy, doesn't throw it fast, but he can do a lot of things with his hand.
Power shot there, right lane. Foundation frame for Tommy Jones in the 9th.
Well, he can strike out and shoot 207, and that would force Andres Gomez to mark in the 10th frame. Using the classic U2. Both players using urethane. Tommy Jones started with reactive. I bet he's really regretting that now.
Virtual channel, perfectly played this time with a hook into the 1-3 pocket. And he strikes in that left lane, but the early troubles put him in a huge hole. Probably will be the end of Tommy Jones in this match.
Dave, it's really tough when you're practicing prior to the start of the match and you're trying to figure out which is the best line, where do I put my feet, what target do I look at, what ball do I look at, and you only have a one-game match. And Tommy Jones chose incorrectly based on what he saw and what he was feeling. And when he got it into that early hole after the 4th frame, he had nothing to lose, so he went to the other option, and the other option right now was the right one. Missed it at the bottom. Andres Gomez just needs to stay behind the foul line, and he is going to advance to take on Kyle Troop.
4-8 down. There's a mark for Tommy Jones, one of only 4 players in PBA Tour history, along with Belmonte, Barnes, and Albee, to have won both the PBA Rookie and Player of the Year honors in his great career. The Hall of Fame is wrapped up for Tommy Jones, but today, not his day. And Andres Gomez, bidding for his 3rd career PBA Tour title, just needs 5 to advance. He's got that. He's got 9. He's got to win. Climbs the ladder. And youngster Kyle Troop awaits Andres Gomez. Tommy Jones told us he didn't want to overthink this. Didn't want to forget how to win. Unfortunately, early, a couple of tough decisions. Gomez takes advantage, and Andres Gomez is through to the next round. Kyle Troop, first career TV appearance awaits. Underway, Andres Gomez has knocked off Tommy Jones 215, 195, but he can learn things. Moments ago, speaking with his coach, Timmy Mack.
Yeah, it still looks good.
Yeah. On the right lane, it was actually good. In the left lane, you went ring 10.
You got it in a little bit in the and then late.
Yes, and it kicked. Yeah, and it kicked beautiful.
I think we stay with the old one. We stay with the old one. I just kind of see how the match progresses. If it doesn't go through him the right way,
I still would like to throw 1 or 2 shots with the elbow in that minute, right?
oh yeah, no, in practice, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a couple and then a couple and see what happens.
We know what we got with the urethane. We'll see how much he changes it over there. Hard to say.
So, Randy, do you like the strategy between coach and player there?
I really do. What Tim Mack is giving Andres Gomez is options. Once that reaction looks a little too soft with the urethane, he's got to go to something stronger. The only thing that's stronger is going to reactive resin. That's the ball that Tommy Jones tried to use in the first couple of shots in that first match, and it was disastrous. As the oil starts to move down the lane, though, that back-end reaction for the reactive resin balls will kind of tame down a bit. So all they're trying to do is just keep their options open.
And now a chance to see the 5th ever father-son duo making TV. Kyle Troop, the youngster out of North Carolina, and very colorful with his outfit today. And Dad Guppy right behind. You know Guppy well, former travel partner of yours, a very good friend, an 8-time titleist on the PBA Tour.
Yeah, you know, Guppy is probably one of the most revered players that has ever laced him up on the PBA tour. I don't know of a soul that doesn't like Guppy Troop, and he's taught his son well. But Kyle Troop uses two hands, doesn't use his thumb, and throws it extremely hard with an extremely high rev rate. And no matter what his dad accomplished in this sport, no matter what advice Guppy gives to Kyle, there's not a whole lot that can prepare you for the first time under the bright lights.
First ever TV appearance. What would you tell Kyle Troop right now?
I'd tell him to just go out and try to have as much fun as you possibly can. You're going to be nervous, but try to channel that nervous energy and make it a positive. The nerves, the pressure, that's what makes it fun.
Stepladder finals continuing. Wolf Open. PBA Summer Swing on CBS Sports Network. It's Gomez Troop head-to-head when we return to OKC with Guppy, the great sunglasses, watching closely.